So you guys are probably wondering why we have a microphone for such a small crowd. Came down with laryngitis yesterday. I couldn't talk at all yesterday, so I can at least whisper today. So I'll keep this very short. One, congratulations to Loretto for winning this grant. These things don't come easy. There were over 124 communities, I think, that competed for different grants, and only 64 won. So it was a really competitive process. One of the things when I first took this job as Commissioner of Economic and Community Development, my understanding of the job was I was supposed to be out recruiting businesses to communities. And I thought, Commissioner of Economic and Community Development, that's a really long title. Why don't we just call it like Commissioner of Economic Development or Commissioner of Jobs? But the one thing I've learned pretty quickly was that businesses don't want to go where there's not a strong community, where it's not a good place to live. And the community development part is probably the most important thing that we do. And it's everything from water treatment facilities to helping support the fire department. But somebody's got to advocate for you. So you've got a great team here in your community that advocated to help you win. None better than Representative Barry Goss, who's here. The governor has some discretionary funds. Barry made a special effort to come and talk to the governor to make sure that you guys were considered in this selection. Also want to thank Senator Hensley. Our department can't be Sammy Arnold with a check to the city of Loretto for $315,000. Congratulations. Thank you.
When I took office a little over 2 years ago, one of the first things I did was meet with each department head. And something I promised them is that if there's anything you need, we will do our best to make sure that you get your needs. Most of those needs were easy, but the one that wasn't was a fire truck. They can be fairly expensive. Well, last year we applied for this grant and we missed it by 1 point. And I don't know about you, but I would rather get blown out than be beat by 1 point. So this year, I put my faith in Barry Doss and Joey Hensley. These two men, they're both relentless in their efforts for helping us out. We've got our new swimming pool facility that couldn't have been done without their help as well. We all work together in this county, and so if there's ever a need outside of here, we will be there. I also want to thank Congressman Blackburn. Steve Albrooks is here representing her today. She is a great advocate for the local communities up in Washington. The CDBG monies that comes through HUD, and I know that she has voted to fund HUD. So Steve, if you would please send her our thanks.
Guys, I don't need a microphone. But guys, it was really hard for rural communities to get any attention from ECD until Commissioner Boyd came in, and he has made it his goal to help develop rural Tennessee. As a matter of fact, 2 years ago, I filed a bill to help create a program where Tier 3 communities could get state incentives with less than 25 employees. My idea was to give 15 employees and $500,000 of investment so that small towns like Loretto can receive state incentives where bigger cities couldn't. 2 years ago, I couldn't get anywhere with that bill. Then Commissioner Boyd came on board, and all of a sudden, they carried the bill, and they created a new Tier 4 community, a Tier 3 community, lowered the limits so that now Loretto can recruit a business creating 15 jobs and get state help to do that. So
I will use the mic because I'm almost hoarse like the commissioner is, and it's always difficult following Barry because he covers most of the other things needs to be covered. But I'd just like to add to thanking the governor and the commissioner for this grant, and this grant wasn't easy to come by. It took a lot of people working together, the mayor and the county mayor, and then still was going to miss the grant this year, and we went and talked to people and got the governor to add it to the grants this year because this is so important to the city of Loretto to get this new fire truck. And I see Barry and the firefighters here, so happy to get this grant because it's so important that we have good firefighting ability. and Loretto with their old trucks didn't have that. So we're just happy to be able to help, and as Barry said, we're always here to help, and appreciate the commissioner and this whole state, which has become a very business-friendly state. Education is important to the governor and to us, and creating jobs all across the state. As Barry had mentioned, trying to make it even better and easier for rural communities to create jobs. But thank you, Commissioner, for coming down here, and he's flying from here and going to the other end of the state. So we thank him very much for coming, and just glad to see everyone here. Thank you.